Did you know that in Texas there's a big difference between a regular assault charge and an assault charge involving family violence? The difference can be life-changing. I'm Joseph Reese, a criminal defense lawyer here in Houston, Texas. I work with people every day who find themselves facing assault charges, and one of the most common questions I get, what's the difference between a normal assault and an assault involving family violence? That's precisely what I'm going to break down for you today. And if you or someone you care about is facing either of these charges, don't wait. Reach out to me right away and we can talk about your options. Let's start with who the law says you assaulted. An assault charge usually applies when the alleged victim is anyone in the public. It could be a stranger, a coworker, someone at a bar, even a neighbor. On the other hand, family violence assault deals with situations where the alleged victim is a family member, someone you live with, or someone that you're in a dating relationship with. That relationship changes everything in how the law treats the case. In both cases, assault can mean causing bodily injury or even just threatening somebody with harm. With regular assault, it might be something like getting into a fight at a football game or pushing somebody at a party. But when it's classified as family violence, even something like grabbing a spouse's arm during an argument or making a threatening gesture or threatening fear of harm can be enough to trigger a family violence charge. So here's where the real differences hit. A regular assault charge might be a Class C misdemeanor if it's just offensive contact, like a shove, up to a $500 fine. If there's a bodily injury claim, then it's a Class A misdemeanor, which can mean up to 1 year in the county jail and or a fine of up to $4,000. Assault family violence, though, carries heavier consequences. Even on a first offense, it's usually a Class A misdemeanor, but suppose there's a prior conviction or evidence of ongoing violence. In that case, it can quickly escalate to a felony, with penalties ranging from 2 to 10 years in prison, or up to 20 years in prison for a second-degree felony. Also, if someone is not a U.S. citizen, a conviction for assault family violence means mandatory deportation. And keep in mind that deferred adjudication is considered a conviction for immigration purposes. Another major difference is the collateral consequences. With a regular assault, once the case is over, it's usually over unless there's a civil lawsuit. With family violence assault, you're looking at potentially having protective orders in place even after the case is resolved. That means you may not be able to go home, see your kids, or even legally possess a firearm. A family violence finding on your record can follow you for life, making it harder to get jobs, rent an apartment, or restore certain rights. Both charges carry a social stigma, but family violence is treated especially serious. Even if the alleged victim wants the charges dropped, the state of Texas can still move forward with prosecution. And once there's a family violence conviction, it can never be sealed or expunged. It's on your record forever. Also, keep in mind, even if you complete a deferred adjudication probation that keeps the charge from becoming a final conviction, that arrest record can never be sealed or expunged under Texas law. Only outright dismissals or complete acquittals from a jury can be expunged. While both assault and assault family violence are serious charges, the difference between the two can mean the difference between a fine and a lifelong impact. That's why you need someone in your corner who knows how to fight these cases. I'm Joseph Reese, and if you or someone you love is facing one of these charges, give me a call today. Let's talk through your options, protect your rights, and build the strongest defense possible.